This is 24th May, 2:03 a.m. And yeah, I just got done with the day, I guess. Just got done talking with some of my friends. And today was quite a productive day, I would say. But yeah, I did almost everything on my to-do list. You guys can see all the ticks. Don't mind my ugly words though, but yeah, it was quite a normal day, I would say. Like, I did everything that I wanted to do. And I was like, watching some Alex Hormozy podcast, trying to absorb knowledge as I like to learn. I read some books, talked to my friends, went on a swim, training. And yeah, it's like, and after doing all that, as I reflected on today, it just dawned on me like, this is just one day. I still have, if I'm lucky, I guess I still have so many days ahead of me. And sometimes you just gotta take it one day at a time and see how far you can go. And I asked myself, like, is this kind of day sustainable? Like, yeah, I mean, I could do this almost every single day, like consistently, if no shit happens. Like this should be a bare minimum day. Like, this is a good day, and if I can sustain this for a long enough period of time, I think success is inevitable. But success is subjective. Some people would say that I'm probably already successful, or some people would say I'm a super deep failure. So it really is subjective, and you kind of have to define it for yourself. You have to find your symphony of success. But yeah, like, the idea of taking it one day at a time, and just focusing on getting through this day. And while you know that the road is long, you know that you can sustain this for as long as you can. I think I can sustain this for another 20, 30, 40, 50 years. I'm playing this infinite game of just getting through the day. The point of the game is not, I guess it is to win the day, but it is to win the day consistently. It's to stay in the game, it's to survive every single day. And at the same time, try to thrive as well, with progressive overload. Slowly as the day progresses, you get better. You get a little bit better, a little bit better, a little bit better, and then you start to compound. But yeah, it starts with taking it one day at a time. I see a lot of people. People want the quick results. We want to, like, sprint. I guess sprinting helps too. Like, you sprint for a while and then you rest, and then you go again and you sprint again. That's a good way too. But I prefer doing it like consistently, like just day by day, brick by brick. You're just being super consistent every single day until you die. I like that concept of just being consistent, just showing up every single day, one day at a time. People underestimate what you can. People overestimate what you can do in a year, but they underestimate what they can do in 10 years if they extended the time horizon of the things that they want to achieve. I don't really look in years anymore. I look at things in decades. Like, if I'm like arguing with someone, I'm like, will this matter in 10 years? Probably not. So I'm not even gonna bother. I try to do this, but sometimes you still get emotional anyways. But that's one of the frames that I use. I'm like, well, yeah, okay, he said some shit about me. Like, if it bothers me, then it's probably kind of true. But if it doesn't bother me, then why even bother to reply? Just let them say what they want to say, and they probably feel bad about it after. They probably say, "Oh yeah, sorry about that, man. I was being emotional. I should not have said that." And yeah, it's better to just do that, ignore, and just move on, with your life, because your life is precious. You don't want to waste time on things that bother you. You don't want to waste time in the past. You always want to be in the present. And yeah, it's hard, but you gotta take it one day at a time. One day at a time, brick by brick. I like to see my life as like I'm building a house. I'm building the base now, and it takes time to lay the foundation. But ultimately, the goal is to make it a skyscraper, like a Burj Khalifa. That would be nice. And yeah, just brick by brick, day by day, being consistent. And after a long enough period of time, you might just be Burj Khalifa, that height. You might reach that height, or maybe you won't. But you just want to I'm just curious to know how long I can last. I'm just curious to know if I can play this game of life till I die. It's just a game. I don't really want to be immortal. Like, I think that would be boring. Imagine that if I can't die. That would be worse than dying, honestly. I mean, I've accepted the fact that I am gonna die, and that's okay. If you think about dying, it's kind of a beautiful thing, because when you die, something else survives, something else lives, something else is born. You can't have too many people. If something dies, something is born. If something born, something dies. So death is a beautiful thing. Of course, some people die too soon, but I think, at the age of 80, 90, 100 years old, if you die of natural death, I think that's a beautiful thing, and it's kind of a blessing too, if you think about it. Like, imagine you could not age and you could not die. Most people will be like, "Oh, that's such a great thing." No, that would be a curse. It would be a curse, bro. I don't want to live forever. I mean, because if I could live forever, then I probably could not say, "Oh, well, we only have one life, right? So let's just do our best with it." I can't say that because I can live forever, right? But we all kind of know that logically, we're all gonna die one day. So using the frame of like, oh yeah, I'm gonna die one day, so I might as well do whatever I want to do, that cliche. And yeah, I guess most people don't accept the fact that they're gonna die one day. Maybe they know. I guess it's also like you don't know what happens after you die. Whether you go to hell or you go to heaven. You don't know. You don't know. I don't know anything. I'm born Buddhist. I guess I'll go to Guan Yin Yang Yang, Amitofo. Yeah. Not Jesus, not Allah. But there I still respect them as gods. But yeah, I'm really curious as to what happens when you die. But I don't want to know now. Just saying, God, if you're watching this, God, I want to know when the time is right, when I'm actually old and I don't have energy left. I want to know at that point. At the present moment, I'm just taking it one day at a time and just trying to be as present as possible and just enjoy the failures, the successes, the ups, the downs, the tough times, the experiences of life. I'm just taking it one day at a time. One day at a time, and see how far I can go. How old I can live until. I'm really curious to know about that. I'm really curious. And maybe I'll never know. Who knows? Maybe when I die, I'll just lose my consciousness. So I guess all I really have is the present moment, like right now. Right now, I'm here talking about taking it one day at a time and just enjoying the present moment. Because it's all we have. It's all we have. I don't want to get up. I know I'm sounding like a bit woo-woo, how they would say, like I'm like some spiritual dude or something. Like, I'm not really that deep, but maybe I would like to get that deep. But it's interesting, like, yeah, I mean, don't you want to know what happens after you die? Like, don't you think about that stuff? I think about them all the time, bro. I'm like, okay, if I do this, like, will I be punished when I'm in hell or when I'm in heaven? What happens when you're in hell, man? Like, all the bad things that people do, or all the bad things that I did, will I have to pay for it when I'm in hell or heaven, or whatever place I go to? I mean, after all, we're so small, are we? I mean, we're just like little people on a rock, you know, in like a super vast universe. Like, it's crazy once you realize how big the universe is, like how small we really are. We're nothing. Like, we're nothing. But we're nothing, but we're everything at the same time. You know? That's deep. That's deep. But yeah, I guess we can only control what we can control. And what I can control now is just, you know, enjoying my work, which I know it is a privilege. You know, I know that most people don't enjoy their work. I enjoy being in the real estate business, even though I kind of hated it in the beginning. I was like, man, this is a shit job. But I tell you what, though, like, I think 99% of times, if you like, if you start earning money, then, I mean, all the jobs is gonna be, you're gonna be passionate about it naturally. Like, if you're good at it, you're gonna be passionate about it naturally. Like, if I sucked at running, if I trained hard at running and I sucked all the time, then I probably would not be passionate about it. But it was only when I got good at it, that I started being like, oh, I'm a runner, I'm passionate about this. Or like, yeah, or like football or basketball, whatever sport you play. You only get passionate about it once you get good at it. You don't get passionate about it before you start. You actually have to do it first, and you have to get good at it. Then the passion comes in. So, bottom line is, you have to work first. You have to put in the work first. Some amount of work. I don't know how much work. Maybe if you're talented, you don't need to work as hard. But if you're not talented, you gotta work super hard, and you get good, and then you get passionate. That's just how it works. So ultimately, we all have to do some sort of labor. We all have to contribute some sort of sweat equity to thrive and to enjoy, because working on the things that you love is a gift. It's a gift. Or working on anything at all, it's a gift. Labor is a gift. You're entitled to your labor, but not to the fruits of your labor. I don't know who said that, but yeah. I think. Sorry, I'm tired. It's 2 a.m., but yeah, I'm just taking it. Just enjoying it. Just savoring it while I still can. In this one short ass life that we have. Like, literally, it's only 100 years. I've only been on this earth for like, I guess, 20 years. 21 this October though. But yeah. 21. And 20 years from now, I'm gonna be 41, and it's probably gonna zoom past. I'm gonna be 41, and I'm gonna be like, damn, where did all the time go? Then I can just watch this video, I guess. But yeah, I mean, taking these videos and posting it on YouTube, it's for the future too. So I can look back and know that I wasn't playing around. I kind of took it seriously. I was actually present at that age. I'm really curious as to what, you know, when I'm 40 or 50 years old, when I look back at these videos, I wonder how I would feel about it. You know, now, like, even 1 year ago, it's not long enough. But 10 years later, to see how much I would change, to see the things that I would do, I would be really curious. Now, just to my future self, if you're watching this, you're currently a real estate agent working for Viva Homes Realty, and you dropped out of college about almost 2 years ago. You dropped out of college. You made that jump. You took that risk, even though you didn't want to, but you knew you had to do it. It was a do or die situation, and you took it, and it paid off. I'll say it right now, it paid off. You're doing quite good in real estate now, and yeah, keep going. And triathlon, you kind of still suck at swimming. I mean, you really still suck at swimming. You still suck at swimming. The cycling is still good. Running, you kind of suck too now, and you really gotta get your shit together. Yeah, I gotta get my triathlon shit together, and I gotta start cutting, and actually get slimmer, so I can run faster and I can maybe swim faster. But yeah, I really gotta take the triathlon shit more seriously. But yeah, that's what you're doing now. You're doing triathlon, you're being a real estate agent, and you're doing some YouTube on the side. So that's the work you're doing now. And I must say, at the present moment, I am enjoying it. I'm enjoying it really much. I'm really grateful every single day that I get to be a real estate agent. I get to be a triathlete. I get to make YouTube videos every single day, even though I don't like editing it. I just like posting it. I just like taking videos. It's just like talking to a camera, I kind of enjoy that. So I'm just gonna keep doing it, keep posting. I'm not gonna let any comments stop me, but I appreciate the positive comments as well. But the negative comments, they're kind of funny too. So I enjoy comments in general. No matter what you say, I enjoy it either way. So yeah, but I haven't been getting enough negative comments lately. It's been too much positive comments, and I'm grateful for that. But I need some people to say shit about me, because you get in an echo chamber. If everybody says good stuff about you, you get into your head, and you think you're like, oh, you did your ego gets in your head, and you're like, oh, nobody says shit about me, I must be really great. But I'm sure that there are people out there that have something to say, but if they know that I had an ego, then they wouldn't say it out, because they're like, oh, yeah, this guy has an ego. I'm not gonna try to correct him. I'm only gonna correct him if he's actually humble and he actually wants to hear what I have to say. And I'm telling you guys right now, if you're watching this up to this point, if you think that you can give any constructive criticism, or maybe just criticism in general, shoot away in the comments. I'm not the type of dude that just delete comments, or I shame you for commenting shit. And if you're a subscriber on my channel, if you see someone criticizing me, I guess you don't have to talk back to them. You can do it in a very diplomatic way, and just be kind to them, actually be logical. You don't have to make fun of them or whatever. I think that fire doesn't eradicate fire, so there's no point doing that. You might as well just do it like a G, like an intelligent person, and just be logical and not be emotional, and just be like, oh, why do you think that way? Oh, that's interesting. I mean, I watch his videos and he's not like that, but that's an interesting point of view. You respect their opinion, and you don't actually flame them for their opinion. If you're my subscriber, I want you to do that. To not flame, to not just make fun of someone, and to not judge someone because they commented something negative, or maybe some would say stupid. You still respect their opinion. And that's how I would reply to. I mean, that's just me. But who knows, man? Maybe if I flip out, if I get pissed or something, I might comment some stupid shit too. We're all the same. We all make mistakes. I'm a human being. You're a human being watching this. We all get emotional sometimes. But that's part of life, I guess. And you just gotta take it one day at a time. So That's all I have to say. Good night. Peace.